Welcome back. We're into week 6. This is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And this will be project number 5. So here are some supplies you're going to need for this project. You can use thin markers, color pencils, or you can even use gel pens or colored pens. You're also going to need a black marker or a black colored pencil. A black crayon will also work for this. You're going to need one sheet of paper and a pencil. So let's start with the paper and pencil. And just like we did in our last project, we're going to draw one continuous line without picking the pencil up off the paper, just to create some designs and shapes on the paper. And again, we're not picking the pencil up till we're all finished. Now you're going to take your black marker, pencil, or crayon. And you're going to trace all the lines that you've just drawn in pencil. Like I mentioned in our last project, you can go straight to marker or crayon, but it's going to be a lot harder to fix your mistakes if you don't like the lines you've made. Now I know some of you might be thinking this is the same thing we did for project 4, but we are going to change it up quite a bit once we get into the next part of the project. So you can make these lines thick or thin, depending on the kind of design that you want to make. Now for this project, I am going to use my gel ink pens. I like it because it gives me a thinner line. Now what we're going to do, instead of coloring in the shapes we've just done like we did in project 4, we're going to go into each shape and create a different and unique design. So I've started out with my red pen and I've just started to make parallel lines. With my purple pen in the next shape, I'm going from thick to thin lines, creating a pattern. Now with my blue pen, I'm going to go in and I'm going to create different sized circles. This almost makes the pattern look like a bubble pattern. I'm picking one shape to do this in, and I'm filling that entire shape in with one type of pattern. I want you guys to start thinking. I want you guys to get really creative with these patterns too. If you need to use Google to look up different kinds of patterns, you can absolutely do that. If you want to doodle them in freehand, that is perfectly fine too. Remember, you're not copying the patterns that I'm doing, you're creating your own. So in this orange section, I'm doing one thick line and 2 thin lines, and that's my pattern. In this dark green color, I'm following the line of the shape I've already created with that arc that's up top, and then I flipped it and I followed the line of the other part of the shape, almost to make like a fish scale pattern. So remember to use thick lines and thin lines. The thinner your tool, the easier. So if all you have is a pen and you do this all in black pen, that's fine too. Thick markers are not going to give you the detail you're looking for, and crayons are going to be a lot harder to work with. Alright, let's take a quick break for some extra credit. This will help boost any of your grades for any missing work you might have. To answer this, you're going to leave your answer in the comments below right here on the YouTube video. Here's your question. In what year did the abstract movement start? You're going to leave your answer right here on YouTube in the comments below. In order to earn your full extra credit, make sure you put your first name, your grade, and your answer. Your extra credit will be worth 1 full point and will help boost any missing assignments you may have this quarter. Alright, now let's get back to work. So I am going to be really interested to see what kind of designs and patterns you guys come up with and the colors that you use. I'm also going to be interested to see what materials you've chosen to do this project with. Alright, so as you can see, we're coming up on our last two shapes. Again, if you don't have colored pens or thin markers or even colored pencils, you can do this all in pencil. You can also do it all in pen, and it only has to be one color. We're mainly focused on the patterns and the designs. At the end of the video, I will show you how I did this all in pencil. That way you can see, even if you don't have the tools and supplies I'm showing you here in the videos, there are alternative ways of doing them. Alright, there we have it. So this is colored pen. And this is pencil. So see, it can be done with just a pencil. You don't need to have fancy colors or expensive tools. Hope you guys had a lot of fun with this project. I know I did. It kept me busy for quite a while. Don't forget, upload your assignment to Edmodo in order to receive credit for the project. You can also share your work in the comments below so that we can all see it. Remember, have fun and be creative.